yesterday we were discussing about in the Gayatri Mantra, Bhargaha was there. Is there actually? Bhargaha word is there. But actually it should be Bhargam. Why Bhargaha is there? Why not Bhargam? What is the reason? Hmm.
So in
Hmm.
there are supratyaya.
Hmm.
So in that bhargam in the second case, bro, that is after bharga pratipadikam, there is pratyaya. So it's joined. So then the word comes bhargam. So but according to Panini Sutra, that pratyaya converts into supratyaya.
Yes.
So again it becomes bhargaha.
Yes. Pratyaya, according to the Chandasa Prayoga.
Yeah.
So in the Chandas Prayoga, Amaha Subhavaha. Will get the Subhava. That means it will become Su. So that's why it is becoming instead of Bhargam, Bhargaha. But meaning is Bhargam, Ditya Ekavachan. Means Bhargam Dhimahi. So we meditate on Bharga. The main point Bharga. Bharga is the most important thing here. So in the Gayatri Mantra, mainly what you have to do, you have to establish that Bharga is the Vishnu. That Bharga is the Vishnu. If you are able to do this, then it's fine. That means you are establishing right meaning. Because Srimad Bhagavatam is glorifying the Krishna. And if you want to say Srimad Bhagavatam is proceeding based upon Gayatri Mantra, then you also have to establish that Gayatri Mantra, in that Gayatri Mantra, Bhargaha is a Vishnu. Then only it is possible. That means Gayatri Mantra is also telling about the worshipping of Vishnu, and also Srimad Bhagavatam is also telling about the worshipping of Krishna. In this way, both are in line. Then it is easy to so say that Srimad Bhagavatam is the Bhashya on the Gayatri Mantra. So sometimes people they think that Bhargaha as Surya, and in the Bhagavatam also we are seeing Om Namaste. In that, so we are seeing the worshipping of Surya. Their worshipping of Surya is not directly to the Surya, but the Paramatma in the Surya is being worshipped. So there we are not worshipping Surya directly. Na swatantriyena. The word is given here. Swatantri, na swatantriyena. How can you say it is not the directly Surya, but the only the Paramatma in that Surya, Antaryami in that Surya Mandala? We are worshipping him. How can you say in the coming text in that Srimad Bhagavatam, we are seeing ब्रूहिणः श्रद्धधानानां व्योहम सूर्यात्मनो हरेः. So what we are seeing here in that same context, Bruhinaha, Saunaka is asking, Bruhinaha, hey my dear Sutta, you please explain to us. So we are all very faithful people towards you, towards the Krishna. So then, Shraddhadhananam, Vyuham, Vyuham means the glory or otherwise form, the form of whom? Of the Suryatmanaha. That means Hari. Suryatmanaha means the Atma for the Surya, or otherwise the Antaryami of the Surya. That is Hari. So Hari's glories they are interested, not the directly the glories of Surya Mandala. No, they are not interested in the Surya Bhagavan, but they are interested in the Surya Antaratma. That means Hari. Later text. Nachasya bhargasya Suryamandala matradishtanatvam. You have to, okay, everyone is opening, you're following. Okay. Nacha asya bhargasya Suryamandala matradishtanatvam. One should not think that this Antaryami, whoever is in Surya Mandala, in the Surya planet, in the Surya globe, he is not limited to that. One should not think that. So he is only limited to the Surya Mandala. How can you say he is not only limited to the Surya Mandala? Because in the same mantra, in the Gayatri mantra, Varenya Shabda is coming. Varenya. What is the meaning of Varenya? Varenya means Atracha Granthe Parashabda. Parama Ishvara Paryantatayaha Darshitatva. The Varenya means he is a best actually. He is superior. Varenya means he is a superior. In the mantra, Varenya Shabda is there, and here Parashabda is there. Satyam Param Dhimahi. Param means Parameshwaraha. In the first canto, first sloka, that is the first chapter's first sloka. What is that last? Satyam Param Dhimahi. Param means what? Parameshwaraha. That is Parama Ishvara means he is the controller of everything. He is the controller of everything. Parameshwara. He is not simply Ishvara. He is a Parameshwara. Parameshwara. He is a controller to the controllers. So that means this word Param and Varenya Shabda in the mantra both are establishing supremacy of the Vishnu. And they are not just, he is not just limited to the Surya Mandala. No. You have to take complete. That means he is the controller of everything. How can you say Param is equal to Parameshwara? Because Sridhar Swami is giving in his commentary. In the first sloka of Srimad Bhagavatam, you'll be seeing Parameshwara, Param Satyam Param Dhimahi. Here Param means Parameshwara, he himself wrote. That itself is Pramana actually. Parashabdena Parameshwara Paryantatayah Darshitatvat. These are the hetus actually. This Param Shabda and Varenya Shabda, meanings of the Param Shabda and Varenya Shabda are the hetus to say Surya, this Vishnu whom we are worshipping in the Surya Mandala, he is not just limited to that, but he is controller of everything. Clear? Any question?
Only limited. So you have mentioned Bhargava means Bhagavan. Hare Krishna. Sorry, who? So here Bhargo is not only limited. Means Bhargo means Bhagavan.
Bharga means the Antaryami of Surya. That is Vishnu. Bharga means Vishnu. That we established already. How you are saying Bharga is the Vishnu? How can you say? Huh? देख के बोलो. See it and tell.
Yes, Prabhu. Bhargo object.
Bharga is Vishnu, where we said. You are writing nicely, point by point or not?
Yes, Prabhu. Last
Huh?
grammatical conclusion লিখতে পারিনি।
Huh? Last?
Yesterday last you told Subantam, Kirantam.
Subantum, okay, but before that I said.
Before Prabhu. Yes. Aham dhyayam but dhyayam. Gayatri mantra. People. Jiva Goswami solution.
Bharga is Vishnu, where I proved. Why you are saying? You want to say, give mic to him. Give mic to him. Okay, you tell now.
Prabhu, yesterday you says Tat means Jyoti, and also Barga means Jyoti.
Yes.
So Tat and Tat and Barga meaning what is same.
Yes.
The Barga means Jyoti. So Jyoti is a Param, any supreme personality of Godhead.
That's you know already Tat actually. Tat is Jyoti, Bharga is Jyoti. So that's why Tat is equal to Bharga.
Yeah.
But we know Tat already Param Brahma.
Param Brahma.
That Param Brahma. So that means Tattvamasi. Tat means what? Tat means Param Brahma.
Param.
So we know that means Bharga is Param Brahma.
Yeah.
So then Param Brahma is what is said. Shastra is saying Param Brahma is Vishnu.
Vishnu.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, next. Tadevam Agnipuranepi Uktam. Tad evam Agnipurane api Uktam. Kim Uktam Agnipurane? ध्यानेन पुरुषोऽयं च द्रष्टव्यः सूर्यमण्डले सत्यं सदाशिवं ब्रह्म तद्विष्णोः परमं पदम्. In Agni Purana, it is continued. That means this sloka is also the part of the commentary on Gayatri Mantra. It is not any separate sloka. In that same context, this sloka is said, where the commentary or otherwise explanation of Gayatri Mantra is given in the Agni Purana, in that only. No, that is Agni Purana. But on the Agni Purana, Jiva Goswami wrote the commentary that is known as Digdarshini. Okay, this is commentary on this sloka is not given by the Jiva Goswami by himself, but it is Agni Purana sloka. Where it is coming on the context. Which context? Explanation of the Gayatri Mantra. In that context it is coming. What is the meaning of this sloka? Dhyanena Purushaha Ayam Drashtavyaha. This Purusha has been seen or should be seen. Where he should be seen? Surya Mandale, in the Surya Mandala. Satyam Sadashivam Brahma Tad Vishnoha Paramam Padam. He is Satyam and Sadashivam. He is always auspicious and he is eternal. Satyam means he is eternal. And Tad Vishnoha Paramam Padam. That is Brahma actually. And that only Vishnoha Paramam Padam. That is the abode of the Vishnu. What is the abode of the Vishnu? That Satyam. Whatever is seen, that Purusha and Vishnoha Paramam Padam. So that Purusha is only is the Satyam, that Purusha only Sadashivam, that Purusha only the abode of the Vishnu. That means Lord and Lord's abode, both are same. Both are same means Lord's abode is also manifesting out of the Lord's Swarupa Shakti only. If you want to uh, see in the material world, this building is manifesting out of material energy. And but in the spiritual world, Lord is having his house. There is building, their houses are there. There are various rivers, planet, there are various hills, so many different types of the airplanes, trees, lakes, birds, so many are there. All are manifesting out of Lord's energy. What kind of energy? It is manifesting out of Lord's Swarupa Shakti. What is the significance of Swarupa Shakti? Significance is this is inseparable from Him. That means it is in the Swarupa of the Lord. So that's why, since it is in the Swarupa of the Lord, this Lord's abode and Lord, there is a lake is there. For example, that lake and Lord are not different actually, because this whole thing is manifesting out of Swarupa Shakti. Example is, if you take fire, fire is having the some form, and in that fire there is a Shakti. What is that Shakti? Heat energy. There is a heat energy. This heat energy is is the Swarupa Shakti of that fire. You cannot separate that heat energy from the fire. And also you cannot say both are same. Fire is there and heat energy is also there. So fire and heat, if both are same, then you cannot use the two different words, fire and heat. But you are using the two different words means some difference is there. And can you separate that heat energy from the fire and show? Can you separate that heat energy from the Swarupa of the fire? No, you cannot separate. That means what? This heat energy is a Swarupa of that. So, but it is in the Swarupa of the Lord, it is in the Swarupa of the fire. But similarly, Lord is having the, like the fire. In the case of, in the place of fire, you take Vishnu. And heat energy is nothing but his Swarupa Shakti. So, you cannot. So similarly, Lord is having means in his Swarupa there is a Shakti is there. But what is the speciality between the heat energy and this Swarupa Shakti of the Lord? They are different actually. That means how different means, you see, Lord's Swarupa Shakti is giving the form to the Lord, Vigraha. You are seeing the eyes, you are seeing the hands, legs, face, this, that, everything. This form is there because of the Swarupa Shakti. And it is also manifesting into various forms other than the Vigraha of the Lord. So that's why Swarupa Shakti is two different ways it exists. One exists in his Vigraha, and also it manifests out of his Vigraha in the form of Lakshmi, in the form of Radha, in the form of gopis. So there is separate manifestation also. That's why in the Samudra Manthan, when Lakshmi appeared, that Lakshmi was thinking she is going to everyone with his garland, Varamala. Shall I give to him? Oh no, this person is not eternal. Shall I give to him? No, he is having the very less opulence. Shall I give to him? Like that, she is keep on going to Brahma, Shiva, Indra, Chandra, like that. Rama was keep on going to find the appropriate husband for her. But finally, she is about to reach the Vishnu. And at that time, she was thinking herself, oh, this Vishnu, why he will accept? He will not accept me. He is already Purnaha. She is saying like this. He will not accept me. But so he will not accept me, like that. She is herself contemplating. What it mean? It means Lord is already Purna Kamaha, which with the Swarupa Sakti, whatever is there in his Vigraha, in his Murti. And now the Swarupa Sakti which manifested separately from his Vigraha, that is Lakshmi, and she is thinking he is already Purna Kamaha with that Swarupa Sakti which is already in his Vigraha. Okay, so that means here Jiva Goswami says Swarupa Sakti which is in the Vigraha of the Lord and also which is manifesting outside to his Vigraha, that is also Swarupa Sakti only. Okay, and but she is thinking like, but Vishnu accepted her also, because Vishnu is what? He is selling himself to his devotees because of her devotion. Because Lord is very much attracted than the Hladini Shakti. Swarupa Shakti's major component is the Hladini. Hladini means bliss. Lord Vigraha is already out of Swarupa Shakti, means it is out of pleasure potency, Hladini. He is getting pleasure by that. But he is not enough. That means he is not enough satisfied with that. But he is very much attracted to the condensed form of the Hladini Shakti. That is Bhakti. Bhakti is condensed form of the Hladini Shakti. Like you take the milk, if you condense it, the taste will increase. Milk itself is sweet, is tasty. But when you condense it, it will become rabdi and it will give more taste. Similarly, Hladini Shakti itself is a pleasure potency. But when you condense this, then it will become bhakti. So that's why Lord is satisfied with his Swarupa Shakti, that is Hladini potency. But still he is hankering for the more and more condensed form of the Hladini, that is devotion. And that's why what? He is always becoming Aham Bhakta Paradhinaha. I am the servant of my devotees, because he is running behind the devotion which is there in the heart of the devotees. So that's why Lord is very much just mad actually. He's mad about the devotion. Devotees. And that's why he says, I am the servant of, I am controlled by my devotees. That's why from this, what you are understanding, Swarupa Shakti is manifesting in two different ways. One is giving the form to the Lord, and another is outside to that form, that is also manifesting various objects like mountains, trees, and so on. So abode, spiritual abode, all these are all also due to Swarupa Shakti. And the condensed form, Swarupa Shakti means itself is a bliss, but the condensed form of the Swarupa Shakti is, that's a Hladini potency. In the Swarupa Shakti, three potencies are there: Hladini, Sandhini, Samvit. In that Hladini Shakti is also already it is bliss, and if you condense that bliss, then that is bhakti, and that is more taste, more sweet, and more pleasure than Hladini. Shamanand Prabhu, understanding the questions? Yes. Questions?
Prabhu, Prabhu, one side you said that Swarupa Shakti manifested as his Vigraha form is complete in itself, Puranam. Then after 2-3 sentences again you said that at the same time he aspire or desire for the happiness manifested in Hladini Shakti. If it is Puranam, then how that?
Lord's Vigraha is out of Sarupa Shakti.
Yeah, it will.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that means Sarupa Shakti means what? What are there in that Hladini, Sandhini, Samvit? That means Hladini is there. That means he is blissful. But that's why he doesn't care about the Lakshmi, who is outside to his form, his murti, and is standing in front of him. He's not interested. That's why she's thinking, oh, he is already Purna Kamaha. He is already everything is fulfilled. So he will never accept me. Like that she is thinking. But Lord accepted her. Because of what? Because of Lakshmi. That's why he accepted. Because of her devotion. Because of her devotion. That means that's why he accepted, because of her devotion. Why? Devotion is the more condensed form of the Hladini Shakti. Yes. Because already Swarupa Shakti is with him, and which is also separately manifesting. Why he will run behind her? There is no point in that. Already he is having everything. But he is having the more attraction to what? Devotion. So, condensed form of the Hladini, which is there in that Lakshmi, and the heart of the Lakshmi, that he wanted. Ask.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
Now,
Who is going? Okay, Master Prabhu, continue.
Yes, Prabhuji. So Prabhuji, like I have also heard that this condensed form of Ahladni Shakti is Srimati Radharani. So, and you are saying condensed form of Ahladni Shakti is Bhakti. So they are two different Prabhuji personality or same. There is a confusion in that.
Condensed form of
Bhakti Devi.
Hladini potency is Srimati Radharani. And she is also devotee actually. Like how the Lakshmi, I am saying Hladini, Lakshmi and the Radharani all are, so this expansions of the Hladini potency. And but they are also devotees. That's a chit actually. That potency is chit. There is a devotion. That means the condensed form of the devotion. That condensed form of Hladini Shakti is nothing but devotion. So that is attracting him. Understanding? Srimati Radharani is what? She is the greatest devotee. Understanding? So Krishna's attraction towards the Srimati Radharani is what? Because she is the greatest devotee. Yeah. Otherwise, in his Vigraha already Hladini is there. Getting? Mahaseva Prabhu.
Yes, Prabhuji. Prabhuji, this Bhakti Devi and Radharani is two different personalities.
You see, we see those are all two different, but actually these are all nothing, not different. Is everything is Sarupa Sakti only, and which is not different from him. Okay.
Yes, Prabhuji.
So we are giving the bhakti to someone. So that means that bhakti element is given. That is bhakti is also is a function of the Sarupa Sakti only, but it's a variety of the function actually. Huh?
Where from that variety came, Prabhu?
Variety is there in the Lord. That Sarup Sakti is having variety.
But that condensed form is not there in the Lord, you are saying.
Huh?
So the form of Hladini Shakti
Yes.
is not there in the form of Swarupa Shakti. That means in the form of Lord, but it is there in the Bhaktas.
Yeah, that is a magic actually. Magic. That is a magic. Lord plays like this. Everything belongs to him only. So his Shaktis are manifesting in many ways. And in the form of Lakshmis, in the form of the Bhakti, and in the form of the abode, in the form of the so many ways. And he is relishing with all those, and which are not at all separate from him, because everything is Sarupa Sakti only. Everything is Sarupa Sakti only. That is, the Lord is not limited conjuice like us. That means he's not conjuice, means miser, he's having the infinite energies, and every time that energies, the bliss is increasing actually, because it is infinite. To reach infinite, it should be increasing function. You say towards that, and that's why they don't get any time bore actually, because if you are getting the same pleasure, there is a chance to get some time bore. Oh, what is the same? But what am I going to question? अनम्यूट आप छोड़ दीजिए, वो कर देंगे. अनम्यूट.
Yes, Prabhu. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Prabhu, after a long time, so many times I raised hand, but didn't get chance to speak.
Sorry. Actually, I was not in the front
So
of.
from your conversation, I understood that nothing but it's not Lakshmi Devi, it's not Radharani, but only Bhakti attracts Krishna.
He is taking pleasure with Haladini also, but what is more condensed?
That is Bhakti.
Devotion. Why he is running behind the devotees? Already he should be enjoying with his only the Sarupa Sakti, which is already bliss.
Yes.
Why he is running behind the devotees? Because in their heart he is keeping the bhakti, that is the which is more condensed, and it's more condensed means that sweetness is more. That is establishing. What is a proof? You can refer the 9th canto, 4th chapter, Ambarish and Durvasa Muni's is this Lila, Ambarish Lila, that's a curse. In that 4th chapter, this Durvasa Muni he went to the Vishnu to save his life from the Sudarshan. So then after that, Vishnu says, what you are saying? You are asking me to protect? I am helpless. I am completely in the hands of my devotees. How can I help you? Like that, he is expressing his helplessness. Vishnu is expressing his helplessness. So, and he's saying, Aham Bhakta Paradhinaha. So, you refer the commentary on this sloka. Jiva Goswami is giving. So, there you can get the complete understanding actually. Okay. Okay. Any question? One question, please.
The people will ask about the Atmaram of the Lord. Lord is Atmaram Purnakam. How he is not fully satisfied.
That is another concept we'll discuss later.
And one more question, bro.
No, okay.
No, this is really required. Why we discuss these things? What was the connection of this Sarup Shakti with the previous topic, which I missed? Sorry.
It's not getting now. You are.
No.
That.
Missed the connection. I missed the connection. We were in Surya Mandala, then how we came to the Sarupa Shakti?
Yes. That is the devotees, they go like that somewhere here and there. So, what? Huh? Lord, nah. Yes. Tad Vishnoho Paramam Padam. So what? This Purushaha is Surya Mandale Purushaha Drashtavyaha. So Purusha has to be seen. Who is that Purusha? That is a Tad Vishnoho Paramam Padam. That is the abode of the Vishnu. Because Mayavadis, they raise this severe objection on this. Very, very severe discussion Jiva Goswami did actually in the Bhagavad Sandarbha. People, they try to pull our leg because how the Lord and Lord abode are same. There are so many and they try to give these so many different interpretations. So that's why it's quite very important point actually. Anyway, that when right time comes, then we'll discuss even more elaborately. त्रिलोकी जनानाम् उपासनार्थं प्रलये विनाशिनि सूर्यमण्डले च अन्तर्यामितया प्रादुर्भूतोऽयं पुरुषो ध्यानेन द्रष्टव्यः उपासितव्यः त्रिलोकी जनानाम् उपासनार्थं प्रलये विनाशिनि सूर्यमण्डले च अन्तर्यामितया प्रादुर्भूतोऽयं पुरुषः ध्यानेन द्रष्टव्यः. What is said here, this Surya Mandala is the Vinashini. It will be finished at the time of devastation, at the time of Pralaya. But that's why we should not worship the Surya Mandala. Bhargaha means Prakashaha. That means that's a Surya Mandala. Like this, we thought and we should not worship the Surya Mandala. That is not the goal actually. That is not the interest. What is our interest? In that Surya Mandala, whoever is the Antaryami, he should be worshipped. Drashtavyaha means here upasitavyaha. So, see, the Supreme Lord himself. So, for the sake of these worldly people, so he himself is manifesting in the Surya Mandala, where that Surya Mandala can be destroyed. It is destructible at the time of Pralaya. Why he is manifesting there? Triloki Jananam Upasanartham. Triloki Jananam Upasanartham. That means for the sake of worshipping. all these people, they can easily worship. So that means Lord is directly visible. See the sun and see the little bit more inside. You'll be seeing the Vishnu. That means all the is there. यत् विष्णोः तस्य महावैकुण्ठरूपं परमं पदं तदेव सत्यं कालत्रय्या विभिचारी सदाशिवम् उपद्रवशून्यं यतः ब्रह्मस्वरूपम्. नेक्स्ट आ गया ऐसे दिखाते हैं वो. See the next part of this sloka, Vishnoho paramam padam. That is nothing but what? Mahavaikuntham. The abode of the Vishnu is known as Mahavaikuntham. So that is what? That is Satyam. That means Kalatraya Avyabhichari. That is Avyabhichari. Kalatraya Avyabhichari. That means it is Avyabhichari with respect to the three types of Kala. Past, present and future. Means what? It is always following these three Kalas. Means what? It is permanent. The one which is following the three different times, past, present, future, means that is eternal. Yeah. Which is there in the past, which is in the present, which will be in the future. That is the meaning of Kalatrayi Avyabhichari. Satyam means, this is the definition. The object which exists in the past, present and future is known as Satyam. And Mithya. Mithya means the object which is not existing in the past, present and future. What is that? That is the sky. Akasha Pushpaha. Sky flower. Rose on the sky. You are all seeing or not? Rose on the sky. So, or otherwise the horn of rabbit. They are opposite. That means they don't have any existence at all. We will be seeing a lot of discussion on this in the Paramatma Sandarbha. About
This question, but it's coming in my heart.
yes.
What is the need of writing so hard words? It could have been written simple. It is a eternal. What is Kala Traya Vibhichari?
Kalatraya Vyabhichari. Yeah. That's a simple word for them. It is
Eternal
hard for us.
is yeah.
It is. But it is a definition, actually. Satyam means eternal. But what is the definition of eternal? He is giving here. Kalatraya Vyabhichari.
Three Kal. Yeah. I know.
Sada Shivam. And also is what? Sada Shivam. Always it is auspicious, or it is Upadrava Shunyam. The meaning he is giving. Jiva Goswami is giving. Sada Shivam means Upadrava Shunyam. There is no any calamities there. There are no. That means always it is peaceful, actually. No Upadrava. Upadrava means some disturbance. Yeah, some. Uh, uh, here. Apadrutaha. That's not Upadruta. Apadruta. What Mahasya Prabhu?
Prabhuji, when we say Brahman Satya Jagat Mithya, they are also Mithya, same meaning we have to take.
We don't say Jagat.
Mayavadi says.
They say Mithya. They say.
Yeah, they say, not we. So there are the same meaning we have to say that because it comes again and again, so it is not Mithya.
Yeah, they, according to the Advaitins, Jagat is Mithya. According to the Vaishnavas, Jagat is not Mithya actually. Jagat is just temporary. And even if we use Mithya, sometimes even Prabhupada is also sometimes may use in the lectures. He doesn't mean that he writes very clearly in the purport, second canto, 9th chapter. So in the 10th chapter actually, in the 10th chapter purports you see, he is clearly explaining. Mithya means it is just temporary actually, his meaning actually. So, but Advaitin's meaning of Mithya is, which is not, that means Akash Pushpa, no existence. According to them, with respect to Brahman, that means with respect to the state of the Brahman, this material world is what? According to them, it is Akash Pushpa. Akash, it's like Akash Pushpa. That means Brahman is only is there. And this material world is simply is Akash Pushpa. With reference to the, with respect to the existence, with respect to, I am saying, with respect to the existence of Brahman, the existence of material world is Akash Pushpa, like Akash Pushpa. That means, so there is not at all there actually this. It's quite tricky and magic. Some magical explanations there. So if you enter into that, it will be differently, it looks actually. They accept the Paramardhika Satyam, Vyavaharika Satyam, Pratibhasika Satyam. Satta, they differentiate into different levels actually. So like the gold, sorry, the silver which is seen in the sheep, there is a shell, seashell. Silver, whatever is seen in the seashell, is just avidya kalpitam. It's just illusion. In the same way, with respect to the Brahman, the satta of the material world is avidya kalpitam, which is not there. Okay, anyway, it's very okay. Leave it. Vikas Prabhu, what Prabhu?
Hare Krishna, Prabhu.
Hare Krishna.
I would not take much time, Prabhu, but my state of mind is, Prabhu, that what they are saying and what we are saying, I do not see contradiction in it, Prabhu.
Okay. We'll discuss this question after
Yeah.
class. Okay.
Okay, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Okay, we'll go to our next discussion. Sada Shivam Upadravashunyam Yato Brahmaswarupam Ityarthaha. Why this abode of the Vishnu is not like the abode of the Indra, the Chandra? Their abode will be finished at the time of devastation. But the abode of the Vishnu will not be destroyed. We should not think that Vishnu is also Devata like this, Chandra, Indra, and like that, and his abode is also finished. No, he is saying actually here, this Agni Purana is saying, his abode is not like that, like other Devatas. It is Satyam, it is Sadashivam, and it is Brahmaswarupam. It is what? Why it is Satyam and Sadashivam? That means it is Upadrava Shunyam. It is existing in all the times because it is Brahma. It is Brahma, means it is a Swarupa of the Brahma. There is no difference between his abode and Brahman. Tad etad Gayatrim Procha Purana Lakshana Prakarane Yatra Adhikritya Gayatrim Ityadyupayuktam Agni Purane. Etad Gayatrim Procha Purana Lakshana Prakarane Yatra Adhikritya Gayatrim Ityadyuktam Agni Purane. What is the meaning? So in the Agni Purana, first Gayatri mantra is explained. Then after that, there is a one more chapter in the Agni Purana. That chapter describes about the characteristics of the various Puranas. In that, it is said that Srimad Bhagavatam is a book which is based on the Gayatri. Understanding? Agni Purana is telling that. Agni Purana first what it did? What it did? It described the Gayatri mantra, and then after that it is saying that Srimad Bhagavatam is the book, so which is based upon the Gayatri mantra. Tasmat Agnehe Puranam Gayatrim Sametya Bhagavatparam Bhagavantam Tatra Matva Jagat Janmadi Karanam Yatradhikritya Gayatrim Iti Lakshana Purvakam Srimad Bhagavatam Sashvat Pruthivyam Jayati Sarvataha. Understanding thoroughly that the main content of Gayatri Mantra is Bhagavan from Agni Purana, and also after understanding Bhagavan as the cause of creation and so on of the universe, may Srimad Bhagavatam, which is characterized by the verse Yatradhikrutya Gayatrim eternally, be glorious on this earth in all the directions. So here these two slokas are made by it's a Karika, I think. I think these are all made by Jiva Goswami, or otherwise he got these two slokas from where it is actually. Reference is there? They're not there actually. We also tried. These two slokas are not from Agni Purana. So somewhere it is actually. Maybe Jiva Goswami wrote himself, or otherwise it is from other. But what these two slokas are saying, Agni Puranam, what it is doing, it is describing the characteristics of Bhagavatam. What it is saying about the Bhagavatam? Bhagavatam is the book which is based upon the Gayatri Mantra. And also this Bhagavan, this Gayatri Mantra's meaning is what? Main content of the Gayatri Mantra is what? Is the Bhagavan. And this Bhagavan is the creator, maintainer and destroyer of the universe. And this Srimad Bhagavatam is characterized by what? Yatra Adhikrutya Gayatrim. How to characterize the Srimad Bhagavatam? Yatra Adhikrutya Gayatrim means Yatra Adhikrutya Gayatrim is the what? Is the definition of Bhagavatam. It is already said, this definition, by the Matsya Purana. Also this definition is said by the Skanda Purana. And so this Agni Purana also is saying all this. They are saying that Srimad Bhagavatam is the book where it is starting with Gayatri Mantra. And that Srimad Bhagavatam may be glorious on this earth in all directions. That Bhagavatam may be glorious. Tadevam, nothing actually. It's just a conclusion. It's like conclusion and nothing specific anything is there. Tadevam asya shastrasya Gayatrim adhikrutya pravrittir darshita. Tadevam asya shastrasya Gayatrim adhikrutya pravrittir darshita. Like this. In this way, the behavior of Srimad Bhagavatam is based on the Sri Gayatri. Asya Shastra means here Bhagavatam. So, Bhagavatam is based upon Gayatri Mantra. Yattu Saraswata Kalpam Adhikrutya इति पूर्वं उक्तं तच्च गायत्र्या भगवत् प्रतिपादक वाग्विशेषरूप सरस्वतीत्वाद् उपयुक्तम् एव. In the previously, if you go back few pages, there is a definition of Srimad Bhagavatam in the Skanda Purana. Till now we have seen the definitions of Srimad Bhagavatam from Matsya Purana. We did Skanda Purana, and now we are doing Garuda Purana. Yes. Anyway, in that means Gayatri Bhasha Rupoyam. That word is we are describing. So we jump to the Agni Purana, but actually mainly we are discussing Garuda Purana's definitions of Srimad Bhagavatam. Definitions on Srimad Bhagavatam. But in the Skanda Purana's definition, what is said about the Srimad Bhagavatam? Saraswatasya kalpasya madhye ye syuhu naramaraha. In the Skanda Puranam's definition, what we are seeing? Saraswatasya kalpasya madhye ye syuhu naramaraha. This book, Tad Vrittantodbhavam Loke Taccha Bhagavatam Smrutam. Bhagavatam is compiled on the stories of which kalpa? Which kalpa? Bhagavatam is compiled on the stories of which kalpa? Saraswata kalpa. Saraswata kalpa. Here what is said in the Skanda Puranam? Saraswatasya kalpasya madhye. In the Saraswata kalpa, ye syuhu nara amaraha. Humans and devatas. Tad vrittantodbhavam. That means this is this udbhavam, this Bhagavatam is coming out of their history. Tad vrittantodbhavam loke taccha Bhagavatam smrutam. That is known as Bhagavatam. That means Bhagavatam Satkalpa. The Saraswatakalpa. Why it is said in the Saraswatakalpa? So why it is said is it is belong to the Saraswatakalpa? Because this book is telling about whom? Is this book is telling about the Gayatri. It is telling about the meaning. It is just expanding about the Gayatri mantra. And who is Gayatri? Gayatri is nothing but the Saraswati. And who is this Saraswati? And Saraswati is the Vak Vishesha. Is a Vak. Is a Vak Devi. And she describes about whom? Bhagavat Pratipadaka. Pratipadakatva Vak Vishesha Rupa Saraswatitvam Saraswatitvad Upayuktameva. Like this. Sleeping, okay. Belongs to which kalpa? Saraswata. Saraswati Kalpa. Bhagavatam is the Gayatri Mantra Bhashya. Okay. Bhagavatam is a commentary on Gayatri Mantra. Bhagavatam. And Saraswata Kalpa means Saraswati. Saraswati Kalpa here, Saraswata Kalpaha. So first, okay, I will read later. So Saraswati is there. This Saraswati, who is Saraswati? Gayatri. Gayatri is Gayatri only, is Vak Vishesha. Gayatri is a special Vak. Or otherwise, Gayatri is a special Vak Vishesha means is a special Vak. That is nothing but Saraswati. And who is Saraswati? Saraswati is, so Saraswati establishes or tells about Lord. Now you see. Bhagavatam is, okay. Bhagavatam is commentary on the Gayatri Mantra. And what is Gayatri? Saraswati is a Vak actually, is a special Vak, that is Saraswati. Who, that means Saraswati establishes, Bhagavad Pratipadika, establishes about the Lord, or establishes Lord. So that's why it is appropriate to say Bhagavatam is stories or otherwise compiled based upon the Saraswata Kalpa. Saraswata Kalpa, who is prominent in the Saraswata Kalpa? Saraswati. That Saraswati and Gayatri are these two are the Vak only actually. They are speeches. Both are speeches only. So that means, and they tell about whom? This Saraswati is Gayatri, nothing but the one type of Gayatri, or the Gayatri is one type of Saraswati. Both are speeches. And they tell about Vishnu. So that's why Bhagavatam is about the Gayatri. And where that Gayatri is establishing? What that Gayatri establishes whom? Vishnu. Like this. What is the question? It is in the second canto, in the 10th chapter, last, first canto, last. First canto or 10th, second canto? In the second canto, actually, Prabhu. It is there in the commentary, Jiva Goswami's commentary. And all the Kalpa names he gave. but I am not remembering exactly. Here you see in the English what is written. So, what was previously told that Srimad Bhagavatam is based upon the Sarasvakalpa, that is also appropriate only. Srimad Bhagavatam based upon the Sarasvakalpa is appropriate only. Why? Since Gayatri Mantra is a special speech of Saraswati which explains or conveys about Bhagavan. Okay? In English, it is clear very easily. That is said in Agni Purana. In Agni Purana, it is said what? Yaduktam Agni Purana. Agni Purana also is saying, Gayatuktaani Shastrani Bhargam Pranastathaiva cha Tatah Smrutayam Gayatri Sayat Savitri Yata eva cha Prakashini Sa Savitur Vagrupatva Saraswati. Since she is singing praises. Who is Gayatri? Who is Savitri? Who is Saraswati is explained here. Gayatri means who is Gayatri? It is also Vak only. It is also speech. But she glorifies scriptures, Bharga and Prana. The speech which glorifies scriptures, Bharga and Prana, that is known as Gayatri. And the speech which illuminates the Savita is Savitri. Savita means is a Prakasha actually. And one who is, and what is Savitri? One is who is in the Savita means Prakash. This much only is given, but not much. So Prakashini Sa Savituhu Prakashini. Is actually she is Prakash, not illuminates actually. She herself is a Prakash actually. Prakash of the Savita. That's why she is known as Savitri. And Vagrupatva Saraswati. Actually, this is like this. Little bit unclear. For me also, it is not so clear. What is saying? Gayatri is there, Savitri is there, Saraswati is there. Savitri is Prakasha. Gayatri, sorry, what is that? This is Savitri, na? And Saraswati is the Vak, speech, and it is Gaya, Ga. That means it is sing. Scriptures, no. Gayati, Gayati Ukthani. Gayati, that means it is singing actually. Then what is the difference between these two? Not clear actually. This Saraswati is in the Vakrupa, speech form, Vakrupa, and she is also glorifying. Gayatri is also glorifying, and Saraswati is also glorifying the Lord. But only forms are different, I think. So this is should be. I will clear tomorrow. That I only wrote. You are saying. Okay, this Gayatri, Savitri, and Saraswati, okay, they are all just in the one word is only said in the Agni Purana. This only one sloka is there. So the what Jiva Goswami is trying to say, Bhagavatam is belong to the Saraswata Kalpa, and Saraswata Kalpa means there the who is prominent Devata, Saraswati is the prominent Devata, and that Saraswati is telling about what is telling about the Lord only, and that Saraswati is nothing but the form of the Gayatri only. He is saying that word Gayatriyaha Saraswati Tvam. Gayatri is having the Saraswati Tvam. That means there is no difference between Gayatri and the Savitri, Saraswati. Saraswati. So that's why Gayatri and Saraswati are the same. So in that way he is taking, and that's why here Saraswati Kalpa means you can take. That means it is about the Gayatri. Saraswati Kalpa means Saraswati means Gayatri you take, and that means yes. That means Saraswati Kalpa is prominent Devata is Gayatri. You can take now because Saraswati and Gayatri we are not seeing any difference, and Saraswati is also is establishing whom Bhagavan, and Gayatri is also establishing Bhagavan. Actually, so like this. Actually, so Saraswati Kalpa story this is Bhagavatam. That means it is all about the Gayatri mantra. So that's why Srimad Bhagavatam is the expansion of the Gayatri mantra is appropriate only in this way also. That means saying the Srimad Bhagavatam belongs to Saraskalpa is not a problem for us. Srimad Bhagavatam belong to Saraskalpa is not a problem because so Saraskalpa is describing about whose prominent devata is who? Saraswati. That is Gayatri. So that's why Bhagavatam. Like this. Ashray Gaurang Prabhu, yes.
So what I just understood that Saraswati, what I understood from the sloka,
Yeah.
Saraswati having two forms because she is Gayati Ukthani Shastrani Bhargam Pranas Tathavacha.
Okay.
So Gayati, she is gaying, singing of, that's why she is called Gayatri. And when she is illuminating the Savita, that's why she is called Savitri also. She has two forms, Vag Rupena Saraswati. Vag Vishesha Rupa Saraswati. I understood like this. Saraswati having two forms, Gayatri and Savitri. Means two forms she has, another two extra forms. Also, somewhere I heard that Lord Vishnu having three energies: Savitri, Gayatri, and Saraswati.
Yeah. Anyway, yeah. It's not a, but it will not be major problem actually. Simple point only Jiva Goswami establishing. So bringing the non-difference between the Gayatri and Savitri, and it is then you can easily say Srimad Bhagavatam is belong to the Saraskalpa. Okay, no problem actually. Okay, thank you very much, Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Any questions or anything? Okay, na? Fine. Okay, class is over. Yes. Huh? Mahasaya Prabhu, tell.
Prabhuji, sorry to bring this again. While in our discussion about Srimati Radharani and Lakshmi ji about the Ahladni Shakti, so what at least I understood is you are saying that Ahladni Shakti, the Bhakti, is actually supreme, and Srimati Radharani and Lakshmi ji is having some part of it or something like that. But what we know is that the bhakti is supremely manifesting in Srimati Radharani, as in Chaitanya Charitamrita also it is a Mahabhav Swarupa Tom Radha Thakurani. So and Prabhupada's purport also, like I was checking. So there also, like, shall I read Prabhu? It's a small purport, or is it okay? Shall I read Prabhu? It is a small purport.
Yes, yes.
Okay. So Mahabhav Sarupa Sri Radha Thakurani Sarva Guna Khani Krishna Kanta Siromani. Translation: Sri Radha Thakurani is the embodiment of Mahabhava. She is the repository of all good qualities and the crest jewels among all the lovely consort of Sri Krishna. The unadulterated action of the Ahladni Shakti is displayed in the dealing of the damsel of Raja and Srimati Radharani, who is the topmost participant in that transcendental group. The essence of Ahladni Shakti is love of Godhead. The essence of love of Godhead is bhava, or the transcendental sentiment. And the highest pitch of that bhava is called Mahabhava. Srimati Radharani is the personified embodiment of these three aspects of transcendental consciousness. She is therefore the highest principle in the love of Godhead and is the supreme lovable object of Sri Krishna.
Yes. No problem.
So the question was, Prabhuji, what I understood in the discussion looks like Bhakti is supreme and some part of it is manifesting in Lakshmi ji and Radharani. But particularly with Radharani, it is said that she is the Mahabhav Sarupatvam, Krishna Priya Varisi. So she is having Mahabhava, which is like manifestation of the love, like condensed form of the love, or
Love means that is a bhakti, Prabhu.
yeah, Bhakti, yes.
That is the bhakti. So initially what line is written, that is she is the Hladini potency, is said or not in that?
Yes, Prabhuji.
After that even further clarified, that is.
Yeah.
That is the point. That is the point only. We are also saying the same thing. She is Hladini potency, but what? Especially in that condensed form.
Yeah.
She is a store for that condensed form.
So she is exhibiting the condensed form of Ahladni Shakti.
Yes.
So like the topmost form of the Bhakti, correct? No?
Yeah.
No, it is clear.
Yeah.
Correct. Thank you.
Correct.